Hi everyone, Janie here. Welcome back. Today I am on a little field trip not too far from my house, just over at Park Winters. It's a country estate. It has a bed and breakfast. It's a wedding venue. It's a flower farm. It is one of the most wonderful and lovely places in the world. And I came here and I did a tour of their Christmas decor. Rafael Galliano, the owner and the mastermind behind Park Winters, he is absolutely a genius when it comes to all different flowers and flower decorations and dried flowers and wreaths and all that kind of stuff. If you didn't get a chance to see that video where we took a look at the Christmas, the holiday decor in the bed and breakfast, I would recommend checking it out. Just because I know it was Christmas decorations, but it was such inspiration in the art of foraging. It was so inspiring. And when I was there, Raphael invited me to come and learn how to do some wreath making. So that is what I'm doing today. I am over by the flower barn right now. I'm in, I forget what he calls this building, but I know it used to be, he used to call it a chicken coop. Or it used to hold his chickens, but now it's just this beautiful building where he has these dried flower pieces of art. It's absolutely incredible. So everything that he grows in the flower farm, he saves. If he hasn't used it for a bouquet, he saves it and he dries it. And then the weddings that they have here as well, if there's any leftover flowers from the weddings, they save the flowers too. So they have so many dried flowers that they can make gorgeous arrangements like this on the wall. Is this not just the most beautiful thing? And then of course in the flower barn, which is this building over here, which is where they make all their bouquets when you've cut your flowers. And then they also do all the wreath making. They just have this barn is just stocked to the brim with dried flowers. And it's one of the most beautiful buildings. I love coming in here because it has that amazing dried flower smell. I just love it. And they've hung it all from the ceiling. This is where they dry all their flowers. And then they store them. I think they store some underneath the tables and then some in another building. But it's just so much fun to see. And it's so much fun to see what he can do and he can teach you to do with these dried flowers. And so that's what we're doing today, is we are going to learn how to make a dried flower wreath. He's here.
Hey,
hello.
How's it going?
How are you?
Good, great to see you.
Oh, thank you so much for doing this.
I was looking forward to it.
I am so looking forward to it. I was planning that we were going to do this on a day that it was like rainy and cold, and it is the most beautiful winter day out here. I swear, but that's okay. I'm excited.
Well, we'll pretend. I'm going to make you some hot tea and we'll play some like piano music and get the vibe going.
I love it. All right, let's go. Okay, so we are here in the famous flower barn. This room is magical.
I've had a lot of fun developing this room. This is our flower barn, which is originally the horse and carriage barn to the main house. So when we built the event center, we moved this carriage barn over here, and now we call it the flower barn.
So this is the place when people come to cut flowers, they come and arrange their bouquets here. Mm-hmm. And then you also do these wreath making classes that I'm embarrassed to say I haven't had a chance to come and take one of your classes. How long have you been doing the classes?
So we've been doing the classes for about 8 or 9 years. Wow. And, there's a first time for everything because you live a very busy, amazing life too. And so I just love doing the different classes of the wreath making. So we want to bring all like the Americana, holidays that people celebrate, like Easter and Valentine's and 4th of July and all the stuff. And so, just like in the fall, we do a yearly Day of the Dead wreath class, which is really fun. Yeah. Now we're doing a Valentine's wreath class because we're going into Valentine's and it gets people in the mood.
Oh, I love it.
So this is just the base of what I got ready to show you, and then you're going to work on your own wreath, and then we're going to weave all these beautiful flowers into it.
I see you brought out some pink ribbon. You know me. You know me well.
I had a feeling. So I went with this burlappy one, and then yours is the same but in pink. I think it's going to be really beautiful. We'll get started on how it happens. And then just so you know, like when I'm working with people with dry florals or fresh flowers, there's a moment where the arrangement takes over and it all hits. and your inner florist, your inner flower connects, and you're sort of like going. So all the suggestions I'm going to make are the basics.
Okay.
And then every class, people make and do things that I would never have imagined. So just as I was coming to do this class with you, I saw a few flowers over my shoulder that I hadn't even thought of, and I said, okay, that's what I'm going to do.
Oh, I love it.
And so what we encourage people to do is to come here, grab a cup of hot tea, sit down, get ready, and then you go through the room and you get to work with all the dry flowers that we grow in our flower farm. And then what I've learned from other florists is to just take all of the flower material and put it on both sides of you and get all your materials. And almost like, if you're an artist and you're painting with paints, you'd have all your paints around you. Well, flowers in this project are going to be our paints. So we encourage everyone to just go around the room and then just start picking up all the flowers that they're going to work with.
Yeah.
And if you pick extra, that's fine, because today you're not going to clean. You're just going to lift off and leave with it. But that you just lay all the stuff next to you on both sides, and then you start pulling things. And as you weave it, it'll speak to you more.
I love it.
Yeah, so I was really excited to show you this. You
right.
ready to get to it?
Let's get started. All right.
Cool. Okay, so we have all these beautiful choices of things. Like I said, just sort of like pick what you think you might want to put in there. So we're going to put in like the base of like what's in the back side of the wreath.
Okay.
But then we're going to be like weaving things like jewels into it. When I refer to a jewel, as I'm referring to these things like this nigella and then some of this lavender to finish it off. But with all arrangements, you want to have, there's a theory with planting planters or working with dry or fresh flowers. And the theory is that you have a filler, a thriller, and a spiller.
And that's for wreaths too?
With everything. So, so that your wreath is so whimsy, you can sort of like make it bigger by adding things that are spillers.
Oh my gosh.
And I'll show you.
Oh, I love that. I didn't think that pertained to wreaths, but how fun.
So we have all sorts of choices. Like, look at this. We have like these beautiful okra pods, that we can work with.
Those are gorgeous.
We have lamb's ear.
This is lamb's ear?
Yeah.
Flowers? Oh,
yeah,
my gosh.
And they bloom beautifully.
I love these.
Yeah, these are amazing. These are called winged everlasting. So I was thinking about using these.
I would love to use
And then
those.
What I saw out of the corner of my eye was some of this beautiful Dara. So Dara is in the carrot family, and it's a Queen Anne's lace. And like, can't you see, like, look at these, look at this. Like, can't you see like some of this stuff like weaved in with your thing? It sort of like has a bit of a poetic vibe, you know what I mean? They kind of
perfect for
spill
Valentine's
over.
Day.
So we're going to weave some of these into here, and then some of my favorites are these cardoons, and cardoons are in the artichoke family, and we'll because it's a wreath, we want to look and work with the smallest varieties. So we'll take the smallest heads and we'll deconstruct them, and what we're going to do is we're going to cut every single thing almost like a spear, because when we wrap the fabric is the base for holding all the flowers, and then we're going to create little spears, and we're going to stick these on there. Isn't this amazing? Like, I could just put this in a bud vase and look at it for hours.
It's the most beautiful, beautiful color. I just love it. And you're right, it does remind me of you 100%.
Nice. I love it. So I'm obsessed with them. So we're going to use some of these, and then you have some of this beautiful lemon basil. It smells like Fruit Loops for years.
Yeah.
It's so
Oh, it does.
So
oh
amazing,
my gosh,
right?
You guys.
And then check it out. We have like little small millets. These are called Purple Majesty. So we can add those to the wreath if you want. These are too big, but like, see, you have these like little pieces that you can sort of dance in there. And then one thing I love is like, this is just flax. Like, literally, I got this from our country road.
You're kidding.
So, yeah, there's a lot of flowers when I'm driving. I have to concentrate because I'm driving, but I'm, like, foraging. And I have a foraging list where, like, I'll come back for things like on the corner of County Road 26 and 89, there's cotton blooming in the ditch.
Yes.
And so I have all these little spots where I go and I get stuff.
You are, like, I actually said it in the intro to this video, that you are, like, the master in the art of foraging. You're so good at looking at finding the beauty in something that's like in a ditch on the side of the road.
It's really fun. One of my favorite pastimes is to go to the salvage yard in Woodland, and if I need to decompress, I'll just like go through there and just drive through the rows and just think of the possibilities of like fusing different things together. So
your brain, your brain.
I got to keep my active mind going. But anyway, we have all these beautiful things that we can work with, and I think right now what we should do is we should get all the things you're going to work with. Like, look at this. Like, this is a beautiful delphinium that it has these blush colors. You see, and we're gonna be able to weave some of this into...
Oh, it's just gorgeous. So it's shopping time.
Yeah. Are you ready to play?
I'm ready to play.
All right, let's do it. All right, so like I was saying, my unsolicited advice is that you connect with your inner flower, that you just sort of like tune into, like, think of where you're going to hang it. Is it going to hang on your wall? Is it going to hang on your front door?
Okay.
There's a moment in every flower arrangement where it's sort of awkward, and you're going to know at that moment, do you pull it all because it's tragic, or do you push through it and then you get it to the next level?
Okay.
And if you ask me, I'm going to tell you, yes, start over or not. You know?
Okay.
So we'll go from there.
You're going to be honest with me.
Yeah. But
Oh, I love.
So the next step is you start off with the things that are big and harder, like, you know, like branches and or thicker things. So like if you wanted, let's say, like you want to leave all the delicate small jewels towards the end.
Okay.
And so identify what is going to be your hard stuff. Like, for example, we just picked all these beautiful, look at this pussy willow.
It's just amazing. Incredible.
Check it out.
It's just the most beautiful thing.
Look at it, how you were going to hang it, and you're like, do you like this? Do you see this as the background? And then will you do an overlay of flowers on top of here?
Oh my gosh.
You know what I mean?
Isn't
so
that
there's
beautiful?
Lots of options. You know, before you start tying them, come up with like a
layout.
Little layout like this, and then see if you like where that's going.
Okay.
And then, you know, you'll imagine like all these different things coming up from behind it.
Right.
We have beautiful roses.
Right.
You may not even want this, you know, so go ahead and get in touch with that.
Okay.
And then I'm going to be over here making mine.
And you're doing yours too, because I want to see what you come up with too. I love it. Why are you so good? Well, just because you do this all the time, I'm sure, but...
Well, not really. Like, you know, I teach the classes and I give people the basics and then people do it. So this has actually been a little while since I've actually done a wreath. I did it because you kind of forced me into doing it alongside you. But, you know, here we have some pussy willow that you and I harvested together.
Oh, it's gorgeous.
And then we have that. And the thing is that you could just continue adding to it. So today I think maybe, you know, I add like a couple little things here and we call it a day. Sometimes like I'll let something sit for a couple days and I walk back in and I'll just pull things that I don't think work or just add a little bit more. But I think it's kind of nice because it shows that this is a heart.
Yeah.
And then, you know, when we hang it, you know, we just have to decide how are we going to do that.
Isn't that beautiful?
Isn't that fun?
That looks really good, kind of crooked like that.
You like it?
Yeah.
So here we have cardoons, we have status, and we have pussy willow, all grown on the farm. And then this is some Queen Anne's lace.
Love.
With poetic, and some roses from a previous wedding.
Oh, it's
along
just
with some
so
larkspur.
It's so beautiful.
Isn't that fun?
I love it. Okay, so here's mine. I don't think it's anywhere near as good as yours, Raphael, but
I think so.
I'm pretty happy with it. I think it's really beautiful. I definitely wanted this kind of pink burgundy theme. This is going to go on my office door, which is green. So how beautiful is the contrast of the green with this pink here? And I'm just obsessed with it.
I love it. And I like how you added this silver dollar eucalyptus.
Yes.
That we just foraged outside.
Love the nigella. I love nigella. Nigella definitely makes me think Valentine's Day for sure. This is so fun. I can imagine just coming here and spending the whole day just absolutely lost in here making stuff like this. Thank you so much for letting me come here and do this.
Of course. Can't wait to play again.
You are so amazing. So I am going to put a link to Park Winters Flower Farm and all the classes so that you guys can sign up. But even if you're not close by, just think about this as inspiration and what you can do and start saving all of your flowers that you grow this year so that next winter you can make beautiful wreaths just like this. So I hope you all enjoyed this and I hope you all have a chance to get in your garden today.